Hello, I'm Anthony Shannon, Director Early Intervention, New South Wales Communities and Justice. Today I'm presenting a poster about how our targeted early intervention program is working with service providers to better build the local evidence base on what works. The Targeted Early Intervention program is a new program that delivers responsive and flexible early intervention services to people in New South Wales, Australia. We fund over 550 organisations who provide a range of different supports to vulnerable children, young people, families and communities. One of the key goals of the program is to be evidence informed. We want to make sure that all of the services we deliver are designed and implemented using the best available evidence, which tells us what works to improve outcomes for our clients. There are a number of different things we're doing to achieve this. We are commissioning evidence reviews to better understand the current evidence base. In doing this, we're adopting a core components approach. This means instead of just identifying effective programs, we'll also be looking at the common activities and practices that make up those programs. Our service providers are also collecting and reporting data about the activities they conduct, the clients they work with, and the outcomes they achieve. This data set will enable us to better understand our clients' needs, to track client pathways through the service system, and better demonstrate the impact our services have on client and community outcomes. We're also using this data to monitor and evaluate the entire program, to determine which aspects of the program are successful, to understand how change occurred, and ultimately to understand how the program can be improved. We are also working with the early intervention sector to identify locally developed programs. To do this, our service providers are developing program logics that tell us what they're doing and why, and what outcomes they're working towards. We're then going to use these program logics to identify programs that have a strong research background and a clear theory of change. And we'll work with these organisations to develop and evaluate their programs. This will help us to identify successful programs and interventions that are already being implemented in local communities. To ensure the early intervention sector actually has access to the evidence we generate, we're building an evidence portal. This will be publicly available and will enable organisations to easily find and access evidence that is easy to understand and apply in their service context. We also need to support our early intervention sector to upskill. Using evidence and adopting core components isn't simply a matter of choosing from a list of proven practices and programs. We need to ensure our services have the skills to design and implement evidence-informed programs and practices. All of this work is being co-designed with our sector. We knew from the very beginning of this work that it would only be successful if we took a grassroots approach and worked in partnership with our services. To date, we've worked with the sector to ensure we're addressing their needs and developing something they want, and to make sure they're involved in decisions that affect them. Developing an engaging and collaborative partnership with our sector has been critical to this work. To genuinely mobilise and embed evidence-based decision-making into the way we work, we need to make sure all of our service providers are on board and see the value in adopting this approach. Thank you.